Uh, 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 uh.
Hello, welcome back to part 2 of my Crabtrees Corner build. In this video we continue to build onto the facade, putting more details into it before we tackle the windows. I keep on saying we, it's really just me, but we as a collective, you know, we watching it together, because I'm watching it too. Right now I'm cutting out some 1.2mm box board so that I can create a deeper window cavity. I'm using Selleys Aquadia PVA wood glue to stick the boxboard bits down onto the backside of the facade. I'm using 2 pieces of boxboard to measure out a strip of paper. This is to cover the exposed boxboard edges in the deeper cavity we just made in the window. Now that the inner edges are covered, I can go back to sticking the front detail of the window. I've stuck it down in this order because I didn't want to get any glue on this front facade bit, although in hindsight I'm going to paint it anyway, so the order of it probably didn't matter as much. But that's okay, I enjoyed the process, so all good. To make the window frame cornices, I've stuck 2 pieces of paper together, with the top layer stuck about 1/2 millimeter from the edge of the bottom layer. And now I'm sticking this double layered piece down onto the 3rd layer, again leaving about 1/2 millimeter gap from the edge of the bottom layer. And when cutting the cornice detail off, I cut it about 1/2 millimeter away from the edge of the top layer. So all 3 steps are kind of the same size. I tend to cut things down to size as I'm making things. Here I use my blade just to make a tiny dent where I want to cut, and then I make the final cut on the mat. This technique works about 80% of the time. The other 20% is easily fixed with a bit of trimming. I always try to place the pieces down in its location to check if it looks right before gluing it down. It's best to check before you commit, but then again, I have been gung-ho on many occasions that has led me to pick things apart, and it's totally okay, it's part of the process. Oh, and we've got a visitor. This is Bread. My brother adopted a new puppy. He's way too cute, really distracting, and did I say he's way too cute? Okay, back to making. Now we're going to tackle the top facade details. I'm starting off with a strip of double layered paper with the top layer stuck 1/2 millimeter away from the edge to create one step. The top facade of this building has tiny little notches running along under the top cornice ledge. And I'm going to replicate it by cutting tiny little notches out of the leftover double layered paper. Now the notches are stuck on the double layered piece with a step I cut out earlier. And I realised that I needed many more notches, so after sticking a few down, here I am cutting more. Enjoy this cutting montage. And now it's time for the gluing montage. I've been asked how long do these things take to make, and in general a whole building takes me about 4 weeks to make, although the Enmore Theatre I made last year took me 14 weeks. These little notches took me about an hour to cut and stick them all down. I'm just trimming off the excess edge before I stick another double strip onto the exposed notches. This will make another row of notched detail. And before I stick the notch row onto the facade, I'm going to finish making the corner bay window. I'm using 1.2mm box board to bulk up the window area. And now I'm using my all-time favourite Strathmore Tone Gray paper, not sponsored but open if anyone out there is listening, to cover the boxboard bits. Just finishing off that corner piece with another layer of my favourite Strathmore Tone Gray, and now we can add the notched layer. On top of this notched layer is a thin piece of boxboard just to bulk up the final piece of the cornice detailing. And now we can stick down the notched layer onto the main body of the facade. I'm using the little offcut to finish off the corner bit. And like with the corner bay window, I'm sticking a thin piece of boxboard to bulk up the cornice detail. And we can't forget to do the same to the corner bit. It's time to finish off the top facade detail with the corner strip we made earlier. And let's finish off that corner. Oh. We'll finish off this session with a bit of painting of the inside of the window walls so that we can install the windows in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this session of the Crabtrees Corner making vlog. See you in the next video. Bye! Oh.